Hello everyone. In last class we have discussed about the solution of a question in which a logarithm derivative we have evaluated. Here some more question we are going to attend today based on a logarithm differentiation. Now here I am going to write the solution of question number 12, which is again somewhat different category. Here you can see what your question is. X power y plus y power x is equal to 1. Up to now what the question we have discussed, on both the sides somewhat term was written. Here only one sided variable terms are available and one side it is being constant. So here first of all, first term you will suppose as a u, second term you will suppose as a v, and write this one as such. Now derivation of this term we will find out, and while writing derivation of these two terms you will separate out dy by dx, because term itself are available in a combined form of x and y. So here differentiate with respect to x. So this is requirement of du by dx plus dv by dx. It is being a constant, so its derivation you will get 0. So at last you will substitute your both term over here. Now start with the u term. First part, your u term is available as x power y. Here both are available with the variable, so go for taking logarithm here. So taking log, this will be log of u. Here on taking log, y will come at the first position followed by log x. Now both the side with respect to x you will go for taking differentiation. So differentiation with respect to x, 1 upon u du by dx. For y, if you write it differentiation with respect to x, you will get log x into dy by dx. Two terms are written in a product form, so product rule will implement. Now y you will keep as such, derivation of log x is 1 by x. Finally this u is to be multiplied here, so as a du by dx you will separate out, u is to be multiplied, it is y by x we are keeping at the first position followed by term of dy by dx. Now here u is to be substituted as x power y. So the final step you will have is du by dx, x power y. This all term you keep as such. Secondly, we will go for evaluation of v. V it is available as y power x. Again on taking log, log of v, x log of y. Differentiate with respect to x both the side. So differentiate with respect to x, 1 upon v dv by dx. Derivative of x it will be 1, so 1 into log y plus derivation of log y means 1 upon y, and as it is carrying y term, dy by dx also to be included here. Make separation of dv by dx, that is v log of y plus x upon y dy by dx. We substitute here in terms of xy, so dv by dx you will have y with power x log of y plus x upon y dy by dx. So this way these two terms we have separate out, du by dx and dv by dx. Now to get the final answer form, here both the derivation we have to write. So to get the final answer form, du by dx we will substitute as x power y y upon x plus log of x dy by dx. dv by dx it was y power x log of y x upon y dy by dx. Now to get the final answer form, dy by dx is to be separate out. So just to make a separation of dy by dx and have a final answer form. So before that, x power y we have to multiply to both the term, y power x we have to multiply on both the terms and make dy by dx separate. On multiplying here, it will give you x power y upon x into y plus x power y log of x dy by dx. Here y power x log of y plus x into y power x upon y dy by dx. Now combine dy by dx term, and one more thing, this x term is available as a denominator and common base we are having, so this power can be adjusted over here. Here also the same, this y can be combined with this y power x. Now first of all, dy by dx term we get combined, so dy by dx we can take common in these two terms, so it will be x power y log of x. Here as I said, this power you can adjust over here, so it will be x y power x minus 1. Now remaining terms we will write here plus x power y minus 1, this power you adjust here, into y plus y power x log of y. Now these two terms shift over that side and make your dy by dx separate. So dy by dx, once this full bracketed term is to be separate and shift over that side, minus y into x power y minus 1 plus y power x log of y. Now this whole expression you just make a divide over here to get dy by dx separate as a final answer form. So finally dy by dx will be separate out as, this will be remain as such, y into x power y minus 1 plus y power x log of y whole over, this whole expression you will write as a denominator form. So it is x power y log of x plus x into y power x minus 1. So this will be your final answer form as a dy by dx. So that type combination also may be generated. Now with the same category we are going to attend two more questions. One of them is question number 14, in which cos x with power y same as cos y with power x. Now you can see both the side we are having the term in terms of the variable and as a power form, but in between no plus or minus sign is written, so direct you can go for taking logarithm on both the side. So we can start with the direct step, taking log. Here on taking logarithm, on both the sides, this y will come at the first position followed by log cos of x. Here it will be x followed by log cos of y. Now differentiation with respect to x both the side. Here both the side you can see two terms are available in a product form. So product rule you will implement. So differentiate with respect to x. First of all, this y we are going to derive, so it will be dy by dx, keeping log cos x as such. So this is log cos x as such. Derivation of y will give you dy by dx. Secondly, this y you keep as a differentiation of this log cos of x. So first of all, with respect to log, it will be your 1 upon cos of x. Then differentiation of this cos will be minus sin x. Come to the right hand side. Here derivative of x will be 1. So 1 into log cos of y. Next to that, x you keep as such. Derivation of log cos of y means 1 upon cos of y. Derivation of cos y minus sin y. And as you are dealing with the y term, dy by dx also we have to write. Now try to make somewhat adjustment. Here negative sign will come here. Sin upon cos will turn to tangent. Here also negative sign will come here. Sin upon cos will turn to tangent. So make these two changes. Log cos of x dy by dx minus y sin upon cos is being tangent, tan x. Here this will be with the single term. Log cos of y, this minus will come here, that is x, tangent of y dy by dx. This is only the derivation we have written, but your main purpose is to sort out dy by dx separate. So combine dy by dx term. So we are going to shift this dy by dx term towards left hand side and this non dy by dx term towards that side. So here it will be log cos of x dy by dx. Shifting this term towards this side, it will turn to positive. This is x tan of y dy by dx. Now this term you keep as such. Secondly, this one you shift towards this side, so it will be turn as positive y tan of x. Finally, dy by dx we can take common over here and make separation of that. So here dy by dx taking common, log cos of x plus x tan of y. Here no change. Now this whole expression you write under this term to make a dy by dx separate. So this way your dy by dx will be separate out as log cos of y plus y tan of x upon log cos of x plus x tan of y. So this way your differentiation of given combination will come out. Now one more and the last question of this exercise we are going to attend, that is 15th one, that is again a different category for you. And that is one of the important form also. Now as question number 15 we are having x into y is equal to e power x minus y. So type of combinations can be attained in two ways. Either direct we go for writing the differentiation or taking log. Here the easy method will be direct you proceed for derivation. So differentiate with respect to x. This x into y written in a product form. So product rule it will be implement. First of all derivation of x, that is 1, y you write as such, plus x differentiation of y, that is dy by dx. Now come to the right hand side, e power x minus y. So first of all differentiation of e power x minus 1 as a e power x. So that will be e power x minus y. Now as a power we are having again combination of two terms, so it is to be derived over here. So as a product from differentiation of x minus y. Now this will be y, x dy by dx. This is e x minus y. Differentiation of the individual, this will give you 1 minus dy by dx. Now make separation of the terms, y plus x dy by dx. Now here, to get the shortest form of the answer, this e power x minus 1 you can replace by x and y here or afterwards also. So here we are going to write this e power x minus y as a xy to get shortest form of the answer. Make your terms separate. Xy minus xy dy by dx. Shift dy by dx terms towards one side and the remaining on another hand. So it is x dy by dx plus xy dy by dx. Xy it was here. Now y you shift over there, minus y. Here dy by dx you can take common and even x also. So here x dy by dx we are going to take common. Remaining is 1 plus y. Secondly, here y you can take common. So you were left with x minus 1. Make separation of dy by dx over here. So it will be y x minus 1 upon x 1 plus y. So this way you can reduce the answer form. Even if you are not sure about the handling, e power x minus 1 you can multiply over here and at last you go for substitution e power x minus y as a xy. So same form you can produce at the last. Now this was all about the question based on logarithm differentiation. Now we are going to introduce the new method, that is parametric form, and derivation regarding parametric form. So first of all we try to understand what the meaning of the parametric form. Now up to now what the functions we have discussed, that x is written either in terms of y or y is written in terms of x. But now what we are going to introduce, that is the parametric form, that means x and y both are written in terms of third variable. That third variable, it may be t, alpha, theta, any other angle form or any other parametric form. Just for example, we can define x in terms of t, y also in terms of t. Now question will be available in a pair form. X and y, both the variable will be defined in terms of the third variable. Now how to proceed about the evaluation of dy by dx in this case. So first of all study your question very well, and then after, with respect to the third variable, go for writing differentiation of the first parametric form, that is x. So first we will find it out, dx by dt. So this will be your f dash t. Secondly, this second variable, that is y, you will differentiate again with respect to that third variable. That means here you will find it out, dy by dt means g dash t. But at last your aim is to find out dy by dx anyhow. So here dy by dx you will write both the term get it divided by dt. In short, you can say dy by dt upon dx by dt will give you the final answer form is dy by dx. So here both derived form you will write here in a denominator form. So answer will come out in form of third variable. Okay, so this way, this type of combination you have to handle. Just we try to attend somewhat question. Let's attend question number first from the exercise 5.6. Here, as a first question, x is equal to 2at square. Very simple combination we are having here. Y is equal to a t power 4. As just now I tell you that both the functions are available, or both the parametric form x and y are available in terms of t. So first of all, separately we have to find out derivation with respect to t. So here this x we have to differentiate with respect to t. So you will have dx by dt over here. This is 2a constant. As x square, this t square is to be treated, so that will be your 2t. So finally it will be 4at. Come to the another end. This is also differentiate with respect to t. So dy by dt, here you will have as a constant, that will be 4t cube n minus 1. So finally it is 4at cube. So this way both the term you have evaluated, but our main purpose is to find it out dy by dx. So it is the dy by dx. Write the proper form what we can write, that is dy by dt upon dx by dt. Dy by dt is 4at cube upon dx by dt 4at. Make adjustment of the term. This is also cut. So finally answer will come out as a t square. So here dy by dx you evaluate in terms of t, means in terms of third variable. So this way this type of questions are to be handled. Now one more question we try to attend, that is sixth one. In sixth one, combinations are available in terms of theta. So x is given. In sixth question, as your x is available as a theta minus sin theta, and second variable y available as a 1 plus cos of theta. Obviously your third variable turn as a theta, so differentiate with respect to theta both the variables. So first of all, for x we talk, differentiate with respect to theta, dx by d theta, a is being constant. With respect to theta we are going to differentiate, so it will turn to 1. Differentiation of sin theta will be cos of theta. Here no need to make any change. Move on the another side. Differentiation with respect to theta. So dy by d theta, a is being constant, 1 is also being constant, so 0 its derivation. Differentiation of cos theta is minus sin of theta. So finally it will come out as minus a sin of theta. Now come to write final answer form. Dy by dx, dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. Dy by d theta we are having is minus a sin of theta whole over a 1 minus cos of theta. Here a will cut. These two terms also can be combined in form of half angle. So here if any conversion is possible, you proceed for that and go for writing shortest form is possible. So this sin 2 theta we can write as 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. 1 minus cos theta we know in terms of half angle as 2 sin square theta by 2. So go for cancellation of like terms. 2 cancel, one sine term also cancel. So this is minus cos theta by 2 upon sin theta by 2. So finally it will turn as minus cot theta by 2. So this way the shortest form you can produce. So this is all about the parametric form. Some more question we will attend in next class. Till then you try to understand somewhat concept. Thank you.